Hi friends, today I will be presenting about numerology, and basically the numerology will be looking at the Vastu point of view. So it consists of a date of birth known as Loshu grid. So basically when we talk about numerology, there are various different types of numerology. There is a Pythagorean numerology, there is a Chaldean numerology, and then there comes as the Chinese numerology. Now talking about the Chinese numerology, it is a 4000-year-old numerology pattern which was mainly invented by one of the Chinese emperors, one of the mythical Chinese emperors known as Liu of Kasai, who was walking on the banks of Yellow River and was working on to prevent floods. Meanwhile, he came across a shell of a tortoise, which in that time was considered as a very good omen or a good sign, and on that back of that shell some patterns were made, which later on went on to be known as the Loshu grid. There was this 3x3 grid, fascinating, magical, or a very fascinating marking that was seen on the back of the shell, which further went on to be known as the Loshu grid square or the Loshu square. Now in terms of Vastu, when we talk about Vastu, we talk about customized Vastu, so we need to know these things. But when we talk about Vastu, there is one more thing known as the plot. We first look at the plot. So when we are looking at the plot, if we are looking at a proposed plot over here, then the directions are very important to be noticed for Vastu. So whenever we look at an architectural point of view or the Vastu point of view, the north direction we basically term as on the top, and then it comes across north, east, south and west. Very interesting to know the term news that came across was basically which came across the same four directions, the newspapers or the news channels or the news that we come across. So these are the four directions that basically come into place when we talk about a proposed plot. And then the subsidiary directions, the northeast, the southeast, the southwest and the northwest. Now one more thing in the Vastu which we look across are the planets that are there. So there are basically 9 planets, but here we will be looking at each direction having their specific planets. So if we talk about north, so north has its planet lord known as Budh. The north is at Guru, the east is Surya, the southeast is Shukra, the south is Mangal, the southwest is Rahu, west is Shani, northwest is Chandrama. So these are the basically ruling lords of each direction. So this is something you should know while learning the Loshu grid, also the normal Vastu. So now we will go further. Now considering a Loshu grid, so this is how a basic Loshu grid looks at. The tortoise shell that we had looked into. So this is how the 3x3 square falls out. So the numbers that fall in the place is 4, 9, 2, 3, 5, 7 and 8, 1, 6. Now the interesting part of this is, the most interesting part of this is, however you total the horizontal planes, the vertical planes or the diagonal planes, the total would sum up to be 15. Right? So that is one of the interesting thing about the Loshu grid. The second thing to be known is, you would have seen in the previous slide when we look upon the proposed plot, the north comes on the top, right? And then the sequential way, the north, east, south and west. Now whenever we look at a Loshu grid part of any of the date of births, the north comes at the bottom. So basically the sequential part would go as north, east, south and west, and the subsidiary directions northeast, southeast, southwest and northwest. So this is something to be noted and to be kept into the mind. So going further, now there is a correlation of 5 elements to numerology, right? So we'll look at that correlation. So basically the 5 elements we all know is the wood, the fire, the water, the earth and the metal. So now which are the numbers which depict in coincidence to or correlation to their elements? So if we talk about number 1, so number 1, the element that corresponds is water element. For number 3 and 4, the corresponding elements are the wood element. For number 9, the corresponding element is fire element. For 2, 5, 8 numbers, the corresponding element is the earth element. And same way for 6th and 7th number, it is the metal element. So this is something that you should know, because when we will go further in studying the numerology part, we will see how the elements work, what are the factors that affect, what are the number factors that affect for a person, and how this element brings upon a balance or a disbalance in a person's life, right? Or what are the strong points of that person, being the numbers present in the date of birth. So we'll go forward and still look at the other parts, that is the types of number to be considered in the Losoo grid. Now considering a date of birth, that could be direct numbers and indirect numbers. For example, if I come across a date of birth, say 3rd of July 1986 or say 23rd of July 1986, right? So if we talk about direct numbers, it's simple. The 3, 7, 1, 9, 8, 6 for the first part are the direct numbers, and for the second date, the 2, 3, 7, 1, 9, 8, 6 are the secondary part. Okay, we'll go on to the next slide. Now for the date of birth, the same date of birth, if you look at the indirect numbers, so the indirect numbers are basically nothing but the total of the complete date of birth. For the first case, that is 3rd of July 1986, if we total all the numbers in the birth date, it comes up to a single sum known as 34. And whenever we come up to a number, we still add that sum, and then we'll come up to the number 7. So say 34, so 3 plus 4 comes up to 7. Similarly, in the second case, that is 23rd of July 1986, if we sum up all the totals of the number comes to 36, and we'll bring to the single number coming to 3 plus 6, that is 9. So now, indirect numbers, there are 2 or 3 types of indirect numbers that they look into. There is something known as a Kuwa number also that they look into in the Chinese numerology. But the most important part is the first number that comes in your date of birth, that is the date. So here the 3rd is the date, right? So 3 and the subsequent total comes to 7. So 3 and 7 are important numbers. And over here, if someone is born on say on 10, on say 11, that is a double numeric number, say 12, 13, 14. So the total of that number, that is a single digit number, would be considered as the main number. So over here 23, so 2 plus 3 comes to 5, and the total of the subsequent number comes to 9. So 5 and 9 are important over here to be known here. But right now, for the time being, we'll just focus on the direct numbers that are coming into the date of birth. Now I have taken over here an example, a live example of someone known as Virat Kohli. We all will be knowing about him. He is the Indian cricketing star, the captain, and the right-handed batsman, a contemporary batsman right now, best in the world. So if we see his date of birth, it's 5/11/1988, right? So if we place it into the Losoo grid that we were looking at forward in the previous slides, so when we place into the Losoo grid, it is 4, 9, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 1, 6, right? So now the direct numbers that come in is the 5 that comes once in the Losoo grid. Now there are 3 times 1. You can look over here. 1, 1, 1. Double 1 with the month and 1 from the year of birth. So triple 1 comes there, and then comes the 9 number over there, and then the double 8. So this is how we generally fill in the Losoo grid part, right? So this is the way we fill in. Now guys, this is the basic most part of the Losoo grid that we can understand, but the most advanced parts will go on in the next episodes and the next coming videos. We'll discuss upon how now this number would behave for a person, how would it give the impression for a person. Say if a number 1 comes one time in one of the Losoo grids, what would be the effect? If a number 2 times if 1 comes, what would be the effect? If 3 times if 1 comes, what would be the effects? Even there are things like if a number is missing, say 3 or 4 that we were looking previous, denotes to a certain element, right? So if that element is missing, or that 258 denotes a certain element, say earth element. So if that element is present, then what are the effects on that personality of a person or the life of that person? So we will study that in the deep, but for the time being we will conclude the things over here. So guys, thanks a lot. I'll take your leave. Thank you.